Hey, welcome, number one chill spot. I'm just boiling some tea, so give me a minute because it's quite loud right now. Hold up in one moment. Let me know where you at in the world. Quick session, quick tune in just to reconnect, recalibrate with one another. I actually got this mango roasted green tea straight from Japan. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So good. Like, oh my, so good. We got Sweden in the building. We have Florida in the building. We have the SC in the building. We back at it. Momo's back in the building. Hey, I love it. Yeah, we're gonna chill. We're gonna have a nice little session. Why not? The number one chill spot on the internet. It's like your neighborhood hangout, you know? All is welcome. You know, we tap in, we just hang out, we do our thing, listen to some music, you know, go over some revelations, some affirmations, have some good tea. You know, we do it all. The number one chill spot. Oh, I see we got Portugal in the building. We have Seattle. We have Ohio. We have Texas. We global as always. Hey, we have Delaware in the building. Delaware, Brilo, what's up? We have Jaya, Estonia, Missouri. Hey, what's going on? We have Lizette, who was just thinking about the lives this morning. Look at that manifestation. Look at that alignment. I love it. We have Joshua, Southern California, soaking in all that good sun. I am jealous. I'm in my winter season right now. But the nice thing about the winter season where I'm at right now is I get a lot of work done. You know, there's not a lot to do. It's dark outside. It's cold. So it's like, you know, it's that season to really learn and elevate for me. The number one chill spot on the internet. I'm gonna make some tea. Let me know if you got some tea on your side, and if you do, what kind of tea are you drinking? You know, we're gonna get into some good tea right now. So again, yeah, I've been drinking this like roasted mango green tea, which is just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's so good. I don't know if you can actually see it in there. Hold up. Let me get some in my hand. It's like a roasty color. Can you see that? Hold up. Can you see that? No, you're not gonna be able to see that. No, you're not gonna be able to see that. Let's see what we got going over here. Anyways, it's a roasty, it's a very roasty color. It's got like mango chunks in it, so it just like smells really good. And it's just really good for the cold teas and also the hot teas, like both. Yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh my God. I see some people in the building have some lavender tea. I see chamomile in the building. I got this little Bodum coffee press for the tea, but they kind of, Amazon sent me one that was kind of broken. I was like, how y'all gonna play me like that? You're gonna send me one that's broken? Now I gotta go like return it or get like I can't really return it. I've been using it, but I'm gonna have to buy another one. Someone's got some fresh chamomile. Yeah, it looks brown. Yeah, you know, not all green teas are green. You know, some are roasted, so they're like a brown. Just like hojicha green tea is like that. Right. Hot drink season. Hot drink season for sure. We got lemon ginger in the building. Yeah, absolutely perfect, yo. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. See that going on in there. Yeah. The coffee press is a little bit broken, so there's like, little strains I get in the cup, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go get like a bigger one pretty soon. I'm gonna get like a better one. But look at that. The green tea, the mango. Absolutely perfect. I love it. We in that season. It's that chilly season right now. More tea, more love, more light. We learning. I was saying earlier on the live stream, I picked up a hand pan the other day. So I'm about to learn the hand pan, which is absolutely amazing. And by playing it, I've already felt like different areas of my brain being activated. And I was like, oh my God, like there's parts of myself that have never been activated before. I could feel it. Like I'm trying to play it and my hands are struggling a little bit and the brain is like, hold up. We've never fired up this part of ourselves before. And I was like, okay, it's just going to take a little bit of patience, persistence, consistency, resilience, joy, but we're going to get it going. And I think that exactly is my motto for the next year. You understand? It's like activating parts of ourselves that's going to take us to our next destination, and believing there's parts of ourselves we haven't even activated yet. Like we're more powerful than we even realize. So I'm very excited for this new journey with my little instrument. Gonna play, and once I get good, I'm definitely gonna bring it into the live streams and be a part of the guided meditation. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. I'm super excited. We're just diving deeper into our crafts, every single one of us. And I'm really in this season of like trying to let go of all expectations. Like just focus on the work, just focus on the process. Like the fruit of our efforts aren't even promised. Tomorrow's not even, another breath isn't even promised, So instead of focusing on, the things I want or the things I'm trying to get, instead I'm like, let's just take all that energy and just keep on putting it into the present, the process, the craft, and everything else is a bonus, you understand? And just loving that process. So I'm not trying to rush to get something, but we're really putting our best foot forth. So, that's the vibe right now. Let me know how you doing. If you just came into the building, also let me know where you from, where you're representing. This is the number one chill spot on the internet. The number one chill spot on the internet. If there's another chill spot, let me know. I don't think so. Not like this. So y'all know what we do over here. We vibe out. It's a good vibe also. We have Anna in the building. We have Maria. We have Estelle. We have Raina. We have Beauty Supply 88 who says, today drain me. Well, the beautiful thing about the number one chill spot on the internet is that the goal is for you to always leave feeling a little bit heightened, a little bit better. You understand? You came in feeling like a 4, I want you to feel like a 5 or a 7. You came in feeling like a 9, I want you to feel a 10 when you leave. That's our goal. We bring value, we bring love, we bring light, we bring vibes into the ecosystems, because every single one of us has a light. And I believe if we can find that, cultivate it, and we just shine, we illuminate the path, not for ourselves, but for everybody as well, And I truly believe we're like in this weird crossroads in internet culture where a lot of people realize that leading with fear, leading with bait, leading with the drama and all that stuff can get you far. It's like cheap fuel. But at the end of the day, it's not actually sustainable. It's not fueling. And I think, the internet's going to burn out from it. And we need more value. We need more love. We need more unique individuals like yourself to rise up, recognize their value, and lead with that. And that's something that we like to do over here. It's something I'm passionate about with helping other creators. We have our own private community that you can join. And there I share all my production tips and secrets and, There's another tier for guided meditation. Oh, there's just so many things we are doing, and I'm so happy that every single one of you are here. Yo, I just heard this song the other day, and it's kind of like Afro house. I'm also on top of learning the handpan. It's like, I want to take DJing seriously too. I want to do a boiler room in hindsight. And I was like, okay, let's do that. You understand? So we're dedicating some time each week, each day to just getting our mixes better and everything like that. But I absolutely love like Afro house. And I heard this the other day, and to me, it's just got such a good momentum. Oh, it's a vibe thing. Oh, it's a vibe. The mango green tea is absolutely amazing. Again, the number one chill spot. I love actually discovering new teas, and I've actually been trying to think of what will my first official blend be, and I'm getting closer. There's a few flavors I've had recently, and I'm just experimenting to mix them up. And the tea will be a thing one day. One day I will be able to offer some tea. We'll be able to hang out here, the live streams. We'll have the tea. We'll have, a bunch of things. It'll be an experience. It'll be like a sanctuary. We're just creating like sacred spaces to go within ourselves, because I feel like that's where we discover more of ourselves and the Most High, Source, God, the universe, all of that. It's not so much in the doctrines and dogma, but it's in a personal relationship, that each one of us can go on and, cultivate and become more stronger and realize that we have everything that we need to succeed. And it's a beautiful thing. Shout out to Rebecca in the building. I see we got Taylor in the building. Margaret here again. I love to see the familiar faces, the familiar names. A cozy stream. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna have to start calling them the cozy streams. I like that. That's pretty cool. I like that. What about masala chai? Oh yeah, I know my masala chai. I've been to India. I've been to Jalandhar, Amritsar, Chandigarh, Delhi, Goa, Shimla, Kerala. I've been all over India, so I've had masala chai so much. I have a lot of my close friends are Punjabi or from Pakistan, so I've had a lot of masala chai. I love my masala chai. But today we're just sipping on that mango green tea, which is, again, it's just so good, y'all. So good. That was a little bit of Afro house. Good vibe. I love it. Gonna work on an Afro house mix pretty soon, because I just love the momentum to that. The overall vibe, Someone got some blueberry hibiscus tea earlier. I never even heard of that. That's amazing. Blueberry and hibiscus. Shout out to Isaac in the building. Ever tried Thai tea? I don't think so. It'd be dope if I did like a series where I travel the world and engage with the different teas and different cultures, because every culture has their own spin on tea. Oh my God. I have to do that. I need to make a series where I travel the world and I experience the tea in every different place. And I get the grandmas and stuff to invite me into their home, and they, because they got the best tea, of course. They got the ancient recipes, the traditions and all that, and just discover more teas and beautiful visual. Oh my God, I gotta do that. That's a new goal. That's a new goal. That's a new goal. Also, Kenya. When I was in Kenya, I went to a tea farm. It was my first time. Actually, I got beautiful footage of that. I'm actually going to be editing my Kenya footage very soon. I'm very excited about that. But I actually went to a tea farm and saw how they grow the black tea and everything like that. So I might actually have to go back there and get more footage. This is actually going to be a series. I'm going to do it. I need like a big project like that, like a global project. So we're going to do something like that. We're going to put our energy in that direction. Oh, we have Thailand in the building right now as well. Okay. Do you drink boba drinks? I've had them. I've had them before. It's kind of like a dessert to me, but I like them. Yeah, for sure. I like them. It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. I'm against hot cocoa? Never. I love hot cocoa. I love hot cocoa. Why would I be against that? Nope. With a reminder deck. A reminder deck. 33 cards to help you go on that inner exploration with yourself each day. Timeless, timeless, timeless. Right? Clip your wings so a new set of wings can grow. Man, we're letting go of our old ways because our old ways may not serve us in this new space. You know, sometimes we have to actually deconstruct beliefs just to build up stronger ones that are going to hold us and allow us to elevate in this new space that we are stepping into. You know, the only thing that is constant is change. Nothing wrong with change. Sometimes our friends and the people around us don't like change because they're used to a version of us. And when we change, it's uncomfortable for them. And then we think they're hating, but really they're just uncomfortable with the change. They're like, what's happening with this person? So we just got to give them some grace, get excited about our own growth. And at the end of the day, it will all become more clear. And then, you know, we'll just be illuminating the path for others as well. You know, you bring meaning to life, not the other way around. I truly believe in that. I created a lot more peace in my life when I stopped chasing purpose and I stopped chasing meaning. And I realized I bring meaning to life. You know, is this experience meaningful? You get to decide, you know. I bring purpose into the things that I do every single day. The low days, the high days, you know, the tide goes in, the tide goes out. I don't need to chase purpose because our presence already has purpose. It's so much more freeing than being like, what is my purpose? What is the reason why I'm here? There's probably many reasons why you're here. And you're here to simply be. You're here to be a human. And the way you express, the way you love, the way you do, the way you express your gifts and the acts of service that you do, that's up to you, you know? And all of it's going to be purpose. Even in your lowest of seasons, even at your lowest of times, those serve a great purpose. Why? Every autobiography, every podcast with like, you know, some celebrity or someone with an interesting story, what do they always do? They always tell you about that like dark valley they went through and how they overcame. And in that dark valley, what did they find? So much meaning, so much purpose, right? Because our presence has purpose wherever we are. I love it. We can't control what happens, but we definitely can control how we respond, right? We can observe our emotions. I've actually been talking about this a lot with people. A lot with people lately because I was talking to somebody and they're like, hey, last week was I just started to observe my emotions. I just started to realize that like I am not anger, but I experience anger. That I'm not jealousy, but I experience jealousy. And it's like that switch, that realization that like you're also not just your body, right? You are a soul and like you're observing everything through this human experience. And when you realize that, then like emotions are kind of just like the wind. They come and go and you can learn, you can feel them. And it's a beautiful thing. So the reminder deck again, 33 cards to support you in your expansion. You can, you know, get your own at jono.com. I should really have some like things on the screen, but you know, we're growing. We'll get the live streams more set up in the future here. I absolutely love live streaming with y'all. It's one of my favorite things to do. I see we have a few new people in here. If you are new in here, let me know where you're from. I love to see where everybody is from. See, we got Greyhound in the building. See, we have Isabella in the building. See, we got Jim in the building. I'm starting to see a lot more men join in. I love that. I love that, you know? I love that. Someone said, was cutting down sugar in your tea the only thing that made you like the natural, or did you cut down sugar in your diet completely? Yeah, so I was never really that big on putting sugar in my tea. I would a little bit, but I realized since I love drinking tea so much, obviously it won't be sustainable to have sugar in it. So you definitely have to mature your taste buds to enjoy like the natural flavor of the herbs, right? And also limiting sugar in other aspects of your life as well. Because when you have that taste for sugar and like you need like pop, you need like candy, and you need the thing, it's very hard then to just like appreciate the natural, right? Like I love like dark chocolate, like 85% dark chocolate, like very little sugar in my dark chocolate. And it's very bitter, but I even had to like train my tongue to appreciate that as well. So it's like a process. It's almost like you're detoxing your tongue um to simply just appreciate natural flavors. And it doesn't mean you have to cut out sugar completely, but it's like you know when to add it, you know when you can, you know, treat yourself instead of it always being your default mode. Because again, a lot of sugar in your system is just not good, right? We know it's not good for our mind, body, and spirit. It takes us out of our focus. It causes like diseases and things like that. I believe diabetes, like very tricky. So I was like, yo, I can't drink all this tea and drink it with sugar. It's just not going to be, I'll kill myself. So that's why I made that switch. Licorice root tea is a very good tea. I'm glad that you actually brought that up. 100%. But I like the baker's chocolate, super low carb. Yeah, like, you know, I like my snacks. I try to go for the healthier snacks, like, you know, my chocolate, go for the higher percentage. Even if I eat chips, I try to go for the better chips. But like at the end of the day, it's still chips, right? But, you know, we do the best we can while we can. You know, 90%, 95% of the time, you know, I'm eating right. And then I give myself that grace to still like, have some ice cream and things like that 5% of the time, 10% of the time, sometimes depending on the season. Um, I don't believe in being too regressive because when you're too regressive, then you kind of get like caught up in this cage as well. But you can't be too loose either because then now you're not in control of your flesh. And it's like this teeter totter experience where sometimes you have to go through both extremes until you can find your nice balance, and that balance between discipline and grace, discipline and flow. And it took me some time to do that because I used to be almost too disciplined where it was regressive, where like I wasn't just enjoying dinner with family or friends because I was like, no, I can't eat that. No, I'm not doing that. So now it's like in a much better, healthier pace. But I was happy to experience the extremes of that discipline because I know what I was capable of. And then even like, the extremes of being loose and seeing the negative effects of that. Sometimes you got to experience things to really absorb the truth of those things. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that as long as it's not like do or die situation, right? We are here at the number one chill spot. Feeling very good today. Feeling very good. Let me know how you feeling on a 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Ransack, can you dive a little bit more about sugar and how it can affect the spiritual and mental? I think it's very simple, right? Like we know processed sugar is just simply not good on the body. And if it's taxing your body, what is it doing? It's taxing your energy. If your energy is taxed, then what? Well, your spirit can't flow either, right? Like you don't even have the mental clarity or the energy to express yourself. So I don't think there's much depth to go into it. I think it's kind of simple. It's just too much sugar. We know it's just like anybody knows, like you go eat McDonald's every day is not good. Well, check out that. What was that documentary, Super Size Me, where that guy ate McDonald's for every single day for like 30 days or 60 days. And what happened to his body? What happened to his health? Absolutely tanked, right? And unfortunately, we know too much sugar, what it does, and it leads a lot of people to diabetes and things like that. So again, being mindful, and you have to recognize that there is sugar in everything. They sneak sugar in everything to make it more addictive, right? So when I go grocery shopping, I always say the best places to shop are on the ends of the grocery store. A lot of them are structured the same. The produce section And then like if you eat meats and stuff, you know, the deli section. And in between, you can get a few things, but like you got to be mindful of those in between aisles, right? Because everything in the boxes and in the cans, they're always sneaking sugar, the natural flavoring. What is natural flavoring, right? Like, right. So you have to be mindful of that. And the better we treat ourselves, the better we're going to feel, the better we can regulate our emotions. A lot of times we think like it's all just like the mental or the spiritual. No, 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 no. Like how we feel physically, the strength we have in our body, the way we are fueling our body has a lot to do with our emotions as well. Mind, body, spirit, heart, soul, it's all connected, right? 360. You know, I've been really diving deeper into my meditations and I've really been enjoying it. Had a really big, deep meditation today after our study stream. Went home, had lunch, had a big, nice little home. Actually, I was going to go out and eat. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go home and just cook a meal with intention. I did that. Had a nice little spirulina blue lemon drink. And then I did like a nice deep meditation for like 30 minutes. Played with the hand pan. And I felt like my whole frequency and energy just retuned. And then I was about to come right back to the studio. And then instead I was like, you know what? I haven't got fresh air today. Went to the park, went for like a 10-minute walk in the rain, breathing deep, as if I was walking and doing breath work at the same time. Came to the studio, absolutely charged up, you know? Sometimes in the past, I'd convince myself I don't have time to do all that stuff. Then I would tax my energy, but there's always time. There's always 10 minutes to go for a walk. You know what I'm saying? There's 5 minutes for a deep breathe, for a meditation. We make excuses for ourselves. So once we start to like build that up and we have that momentum, we're just going to feel great. We can regulate our emotions a lot better, right? We have a super chat in the building. Let me get to the super chat. Thank you. Sancho, I wanted to say thank you for making me aware of my spirituality. I was suffering in that aspect and didn't even know it. Your content has opened my eyes. Oh, thank you so much. That is really what the content is there for, just as a guide, as a reflection. That's it. And I'm glad it could be of service and it caught you at a time when you needed it. You know, the number one chill spot. I'm glad. Thank you so much for that super chat. I very, very much appreciate it. Someone saying this is making me wanting to explore instruments more. Yeah, me too. I'm really happy I bought a hand pan because now I'm like, yo, this is like my new thing. And what I realized is holding it, playing, my back will start to hurt after a certain amount of time. So now I'm like, oh, I got to get back into yoga. I got to strengthen my back more at the gym so I can play this instrument. So the instrument is already demanding me to strengthen myself in other areas so I can play it. I'm like, this is my new thing. And I'm really excited to just observe the growth. It's like the feeling of sucking at something again is kind of nice. Like, you know, videos and all this stuff, I can do this pretty well. I've been doing it for a while, but the feeling of like being bad at something again, being at the bottom is kind of nice, you know, and having to learn again. It's like, it's good. And usually when I would go home, when I leave the studio and I'll go home, one, I'll just go on my laptop and work, or one, I'll just like watch YouTube. I didn't really have anything to do at home. So now every time I've been going home the last couple of days, the first thing I do, I'm like, boom, I just play, boom. It's like a meditation. It's really beautiful. So I highly recommend, you know, you grab something, do something where you can apply your energy and learn something new, you know, even just 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day. That over time will compound immensely. And the next thing you know, 2 years down the road, you have a whole new skill. And who knows how that skill is going to align with other aspects of your life. I already can see how like this hand pan is going to align in like what I do. But yeah, man, we just leveling up our craft, right? Like every single one of us. It's a beautiful thing. Number one chill spot. Make sure to hit that like button for me one time. Bless me with the algorithm. Let YouTube know this is the number one chill spot on the internet. Hit that like button so they know, hey, We gotta support this channel. We gotta keep this channel on the algorithm so other people can tap into the vibes, you know? How do you find ways to make revenue with music production? I don't know. I don't make music off of music production. It's actually one thing I'm not really interested in like monetizing at the moment. But what I would do is go do your research on YouTube. There is a lot of producers clearing a few six figures a year just off of producing, not even working with artists. So there's actually a lot more ways to make money in that avenue, but I'm not doing it right now. So I would advise just go on the producer side of YouTube. A lot of information, a lot of dope videos over there. It's a beautiful thing. Shout out to Travis. Thank you so much for the super chat. Been long overdue to send you some love in the super chat, brother. You helped me so much, man. Gentle discipline, self-love, celibacy, video creation, breakup. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Travis. Travis is a regular. He'd be in the study streams with us as well, diving in. He's always got some type of papers or work to do. So, you know, thank you, my brother, so much for that super chat. And I'm glad you tap in frequently. You know, I appreciate you. 100. Hey, Heinz, have you gone thrifting lately? Yeah, you know what's crazy? I went thrifting maybe like a week and a half ago, and I found a really dope beanie. And then I got into the car. I put the beanie on. I looked at it again in the like rear view mirror. I took the beanie off, started driving, and then I just couldn't find the beanie ever again. I got home. I was like, where the beanie? It's gone. I literally cleaned my car. It's gone. I was pretty upset about that. Then I went a couple more times and didn't find anything. Like I find the men's section has been really lacking as of lately. Like the thrift shops I go to, 80% of the shop is women's. And then it'll be like 10% men's. Just some like little t-shirts and like dress shirts and stuff like that. Funny thing is, I actually find some of my best stuff in the women's section as long as it's big enough and like it's not cut in a way that looks weird. I can find some real gems in the women's section. Actually, I did find something. Hold up. Did find this shirt the other day. It'll be good when I go to like Jamaica or Africa or something when I'm back on the beach. Nice little shirt, nice little vibe. Nice little vibe, nice little texture. Feel good on the skin. But besides that, yeah, I haven't really found anything else, you know? I haven't really found anything else. We'll probably go again soon. Thrifting is like therapeutic for me. I like to just put on my headphones and like, you know, go and just, you know, see what happens, see what I find. And, you know, I like that a lot of the times it's not expensive, you know? Thrift shops are kind of getting more expensive though, which is kind of whack. And I was also thinking, I was like, in the future, are thrift shops just going to be full of clothes from like Zara and H&M? I'm like, that would suck. It might be. It might be. Nicola says, after working with the work study stream today, I'm feeling optimistic for the week. It's funny because it feels like you've been by my side for 2 weeks now. Hey, we hear that's what the #1 chill spot is for. It's like the neighborhood hangout, you know? It's just like down the block. You can come by for a vibe. You can come by to study and work. You can come by to go deep. You can come by for a laugh. You know, it's really a lot of different things. Looking forward to the next Twitch stream. By the way, what time will it be? I'm going to figure that one out today. There'll be 2 this week on Twitch, but I'm not sure exactly what time as of yet. So we'll figure that out. Someone says, so true. By then they'll be considered vintage. Man, but like Zara and H&M, like those clothes don't last. Like they're not durable. What I love about thrift clothes is like, you know, they stand the test of time. Like Zara and stuff aren't gonna stand the test of time in a thrift shop, unfortunately. Like some of that stuff you wash a few times and it's just like not really there anymore. So I'm kind of worried about that. Angeli says, I'm new here. I like the vibes. Well, I'm glad that you are here, Angeli. I'm glad that you are here. The #1 chill spot on the internet. Have you heard of Third Spaces? No. Yeah. What made you decide you want to start doing live streams? I saw a couple months ago. I never caught you live. The seed was planted into my spirit like over a year ago. And I saw a form of content creation in my mind that I wanted to get to. And I just didn't understand how to like actually do it or set it up. So I just went on a journey, started researching, finding other live streamers, researching tech. And then, you know, slowly started to play around with it. It's not even really fully set up how I want it to be. There's a lot more things that are going to be implemented, and, you know, just the way it's going to be a lot more structured differently, you know, moving forward as well. But the reason why I wanted to do live streaming as well was I felt like it was just kind of like a new craft, something I could focus on where there was so much more room to grow. Versus just making talking head videos. I felt like I enjoy those, but it's a much simpler process. It's just like, you know, get on camera, speak, or write a script, get on camera, speak. And I think also with the future of AI, I think some of those videos are gonna be less valuable in a way. So I felt like, you know, live streaming was a really good pivot. And to be honest, it just brings me a lot of joy. That's like the simple answer right there. It just brings me a lot of joy. I just really enjoy it. So you got to follow that joy as like a creator as well, you know? And again, I just think there's a lot of room to grow. Like I actually know once I outgrow this space, I'm gonna get a warehouse and have a 360 setup. A 360 set, it's already in my mind, but like there'll be like 4 or 5 cameras, and it'll be insane. I want to develop it into like a show, and then I always mention, once it's like really at the frequency and I've kind of mastered it, then like take that into like a live setting, like not live online, like live in person. So it's a segue to something else I want to do. And you know, there's more challenging aspects of it, right? Versus a video. And I like connecting with y'all. I like talking to y'all, you know, like when I'm recording, and not like when I'm just recording, I'm just by myself, just talking to myself, you know. It's kind of more fun to like see the chat, hang out, you know, do whatever I want, come back, connect with y'all in the chat, like, you know. Your aesthetics are amazing, so fresh. Thank you, man. I definitely focus on the aesthetics a lot. Something has to feel like me for me to like even really embrace it and get on camera. So really dialing in the color correction, the background, everything is like really, really important for me. Like my eyes are very sensitive in the sense I know what I like and I know what I don't like. And if there's something I don't like, it just frustrates me a lot. So, you know, I've just been slowly building in here. It's been fun though, man. It's been fun. And I appreciate everyone's support because y'all make it a reality. You make it more of a reality, and I'm very thankful for that support. You know, I was going to say it's like an extension. It is actually, that's often what I say. When you're making videos, let's say like your set, let's say your background, it should be an extension of yourself. Like you blend into it. And I think I very much blend into this, like it's very much me. And that's how it should feel. That's why you don't really see me make videos in like many other spaces. Like I'm like, oh, it doesn't look like me. It doesn't feel like me. So yeah, it's just important to me. But yeah, I'm excited. I love hopping on live stream with y'all. We did a study work with me stream earlier today. We're gonna do 2 more of those this week. So if you ever need a community and accountability, join those. And we're gonna do the next edition of the Creative Act live reading soon, probably this week as well. The next chapter, we did one previously. If you want to check out the first video, make sure to hit the live tab on the YouTube page and you can check out all the live videos, because I know some people aren't even aware of that live tab. So there's a lot of videos there. There's more videos there normally than like me uploading. I do more live streams than actually recording and uploading videos to the main tab. But yeah, a lot going on. We're doing the best we can while we can. We got Maya in the building. We have D here. We have Bliss. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Alice says they don't feel like they have anything unique to share. That is a lie. You may not think you have anything unique to share, right? Because you're focusing on the thing a little bit too much, not realizing you are the thing. You are what is unique, because there is literally only one of you. And even if you want to do something that's similar to somebody else, your perspective, the way you see things, your actual tonality in your voice is unique. That is what is unique about you. The way you approach things is going to be different. It's going to be unique, right? There's not really like much new information to be told, but the way it's told, the tonality it's told through, the unique individual it's expressed through is unique, right? And I always say every single person is unique. You just have to believe in that, right? You have to believe in that. So that is a limiting belief that I would challenge you to challenge and be like, oh, okay. And at the end of the day, just try. And if it feels good, continue to do so. And as you go, you start to understand, you start to see and feel your own uniqueness. When I started getting on video, it was a very interesting experience because I got to see myself back. Like, how often do you see yourself? Only in the mirror, right? How often do you see yourself talk? Like, never. So when you start to record yourself, you see yourself from a different point of view and you start to see things about you you weren't even aware of. It was actually a learning process for myself. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know your mannerisms were like that. Oh, I didn't know you had humor like this, and it became a self-love journey. That's why I always say content creation for me is a personal development tool, a self-love journey. It's like my spiritual sanctuary. It's my sacred space, because it's the very thing that's helped me express my confidence, focus, be present, and, clearly get better. If you go back to my first videos, go watch my first videos. I wasn't that good talking on camera. I always had my glasses on because I couldn't look in the camera, So to go from that just a few years ago to like casually coming on here with no script, no agenda, and just hang out with you for an hour and not like have like a shred of like anxiety, that was just practice, submitting into the process. And as you go, things become more clear. It's very hard to picture the whole thing before you do it. It's very hard to have a full-fledged vision. The vision is revealed as you get in motion, as you go, and then it's a lot easier, right? So, we need more people out there, we need more people just leading with their value. I truly believe that. Truly believe that. Thank you for the super chat. What does it mean when when keeps you in hiding during the journey towards your dreams, that period where you are isolated from where you want to be? That means you're just beneath the soil still. I often talk about bamboo growth. How does bamboo grow? Bamboo grows like 5 years underground, preparing itself, getting stronger. And then in the 5th or 6th year, it sprouts up really high, really tall. And everyone knows how strong bamboo is, right? But nobody sees the growth prior to that 1 year it sprouts up, because there's like 6 years underground. When I felt like I was, we're always working towards our dreams, but when I felt like I was like underground, working towards my dreams, feeling like I was getting slept on, feeling like, why isn't it happening for me? I realized I had to be more patient, and I wasn't simply even ready, even if I thought I was, you understand? And just going through that season and developing all the skills, getting ready. I always say you don't want nothing before it's time. You don't want nothing before it's time. You don't want anything when you're not actually ready to receive. You may not be in the best position to receive what you want right now, right? There's still more work to do, more faith to have, more patience to have, right? But as long as you are persistent, you believe no matter what, the things that you cannot control, it's being worked out for you behind the scenes. Let God do what God do, and you do what you can do, right? God doing things behind the scenes. You don't have to worry about that, but you do what you do. You focus on what you can do with your two hands. And at the end of the day, things will align, the stars will align. The next thing you know, boom, something's going to manifest, something's going to click, and you're going to realize, like, before I blew up on YouTube, I was making videos for like 8 years. I was doing my thing for a very long time. I went through, so many different industries shooting for other people. So I understood how to create content, how to market for other people. So when it came time to do it for myself, it was a breeze. I have full control over my vision because all the prior work before that. When I started making videos, I was like, oh, I understand sound really well because I had like 4 years already of making beats, and then I didn't know. And then I stopped doing that, and I was like, oh, was that a waste of time? No, it actually wasn't. That skill came back in hand, So I know a lot of times we're in a rush. We want that thing. But again, you're just beneath the soil right now. And there's a season for everything. I always say, there's a season to plant a seed. You water, light. One day it will sprout. Then it will blossom. And then even at that point, it's not even ready to receive the fruit, the good gifts yet. And then there's a season to pick the fruit. And if you're patient and you continue through all of that, you build a foundation where now the fruit is just effortlessly giving because you have a strong foundation and you didn't rush and build a house on quicksand. Hey, we got VA in the building. Shout out to VA. Shout out to VA. Nothing wrong with slow growth, slow, consistent growth. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes when things happen too fast, they fall down just as fast, Are you active on IG? I'm not that active on IG, but I will be soon. I'll be posting soon there again consistently. I haven't really been posting there much. Kind of just been busy over here and things like that. But yeah, we'll get back to the IG and the TikToks pretty soon. Quick vibes today. What time is it? I still got a little bit more time. Okay, we still good. We still good. I got a little bit more time. Thank you so much for hosting. Have a good night. Thank you, Shelly. Hey, Heinz, what are your thoughts on AI? How do you use it in your content creation? Yeah, I use ChatGPT, in some of my planning and writing. I use an AI plugin for my mic, actually, to cut out background noise and stuff like that. I use some image render stuff sometimes. It's there as a tool, obviously there's some like dangers as well, but as a creative, I see a lot of benefits and how it can be of great assistance. And I think mainly I've been using it for ChatGPT, for just like writing and a little bit of visual stuff as well. So it's been fun. We're clearly in an AI revolution, so I think it's important to learn it regardless, to learn it, because it's not going anywhere. And society's gonna have to figure out the way to manage it. But Momo says she's fasting social media for 90 days. Yeah, that's needed. The Sacred Valley of Peru. Oh, that's interesting. Just shoot me an email. It's hello@heinz.site. Shoot me an email with that information. Adams, what did you say, Seth? Sorry, there's a lot of comments. It's hard to get to every single one. I really kind of just go to the one that catches my eye instantly. So my apologies if I missed yours. Fam, Seth, I don't think we choose personalities. I think we cultivate our personality. And at the end of the day, we all experience the same things. We all experience anger, frustration, joy, love. We all have an ego. We all experience these things. And there's never a point where I said I'm going to choose my personality, but the way I live, my experiences, the way I cultivate my viewpoint, my perspective, all of that creates your enigma, your essence, your personality. So I wouldn't sit there and be like, what is my personality? Just continue to live, you understand? Set the intention and the right foot forth and, explore, experiment, have a good time. Y'all, I had a really good time. My intention was to come only for an hour today because I do have some editing to get to. So I want to thank everybody for joining the #1 chill spot on the internet. It's always a vibe. We will be live streaming more this week consistently. It's the goal. I love cultivating this space with you. Again, thank you for liking the videos, supporting, watching, sharing, all of that. Your support is everything. And, I'm just dedicated to continuing to create, the #1 chill spot on the internet, a safe space for you to tune into, something that can just elevate you for a moment, and then you can go back into your life and pour good energy into everything that you do. So thank you, y'all. Let's do this again very soon.